And good morning, everyone, and welcome to this day. It is the official first day of fall, and we got a lot of wacky weather happening this week, and I'll tell you about that. Whatever you want, it's in the forecast, or even if you don't want, I'll tell you about that in just a moment. On our show today, from Third Mutual, we have Reza Karimi, and he's going to be talking about water conservation. That is one of the committees that he is involved with. Also, Chuck Lee, Dr. Chuck Lee and Dr. Christine Chung will be here from 7-Day Dental. And we also have a guest on from Concerned Citizens talking about their upcoming meeting. Now, as far as meetings go, today there is just one, and it's United has their Governing Documents Review Committee. That will be at 1:30 in the Sycamore Room. And these are open meetings. Just keep in mind for the meetings that are in the Sycamore Room and other ones on the second floor here, you have to check in at the front desk so they can get you up on the elevator, because that requires a pass key. Now, as far as the weather goes, as I said, whatever you want, you got this week. We're starting the week off with heavy morning fog, and then that'll give way to about 84 degrees, about 82, sorry, I'm kind of looking over at the side here, 82 degrees, and a little bit cooler than what we had yesterday. We got up to about 92 at our house. It got humid, we got some wind, it was a little bit of everything. But then as we get to maybe overnight tonight, Tuesday into Wednesday morning, we're gonna have the Santa Ana winds. And not at this point, I don't see red flag warnings for our area, possibly out in Riverside and those areas. That's where the strongest winds are gonna be happening. They'll certainly come over into our area. But it looks like tomorrow the winds are going to be swirling around a bit, meaning a lot of the winds will be coming from the north down the coast into this area of Southern California, where we'll also have easterly winds coming out over from Riverside over the Santa Ana Mountains as well, more in really South Orange County, meaning San Clemente and those areas. So the winds are going to be swirling quite a bit, but the temperature is going to rise, but it's really only one day, because as we get to Wednesday, we may get morning winds, but then we got the evening clouds coming back on Wednesday, and then look at the drop in temperatures, and yes, you do see a 30% chance of light rain on Friday. That's anywhere throughout Southern California, so that's a maybe yes, maybe no. 10% drizzle on Thursday, probably more in the evening. And then, as I said, on Friday, 30% chance. And on Saturday, I think it goes to about 20%. So that would be nice if we get a little drizzle. I'm not saying for sure that we will, but that would be nice. Let's look around the area today. And temperatures are down a little bit from yesterday. And as I said, we'll start to see those winds maybe coming up overnight tonight, but overall it's a pretty pleasant day. The morning clouds have really kept things nice and cool. Palm Springs only 98 degrees, and when I look ahead to tomorrow, you can always tell when you get those winds, when areas like Palm Springs, the temperatures are staying pretty consistent out there, meaning 98 to 100 degrees, where the temperatures are rising here in Orange County. So we could actually have a case tomorrow where areas of Orange County could be at or near the temperatures in Palm Springs. All right, we'll be back in just a moment. Hey Laguna Woods, it's Ken.
And Lisa.
Did you miss an episode of This Day? Not to worry, head over to youtube.com and search Village Television.
Here you can find each episode of This Day and other community programs such as Good Day OC, Discovering Laguna Woods, and much more.
Just click the red subscribe button, then click the bell to be emailed every time we upload a video.
Don't miss out.
And subscribe today.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
may know AgeWell for delivering life-saving Meals on Wheels to homebound seniors. But did you know they keep seniors active and engaged at 10 modern centers? Serve nutritious congregate meals amid friendly surroundings, transport seniors safely to and from appointments, and provide much-needed equipment and other essential services. Now, this vital nonprofit organization needs your support to sustain its mission. This is AgeWell Senior Services. Won't you make it yours?
Hi, I'm audiologist Ann Mundell-Noel. When it comes to your hearing needs, your personal care have always been our top priority. Whether it's for a hearing test, a repair, or new technology, providing the highest level of hearing care is our goal. Many of you have called us amazing, and we agree. We're now calling ourselves Amazing Hearing. Same great people, same great location, just a new name. Amazing Hearing in the Trader Joe's Shopping Center.
And with me right now from Third Mutual is Reza Karimi, and you are, among other things, you were on the Water Conservation Committee, right? You chair that committee?
I chair the Waters Subcommittee for the Conservation, and we actually updated our charter to be a little bit more just water conservation.
Okay.
We talk about education. We also want to have a direct contact face-to-face with the El Toro water to understand, you know, the upcoming issues as far as the rate changes, the level of the water and sources of water, quality of water. Actually, on September 4th, we had a meeting with the president and the general manager of El Toro Water. They've been pretty, receptive on the face-to-face, and we talk about how we're going to collaborate and cooperate and get information for members about the water, mainly the quality of water. They assured us that we have the best quality of water. Actually, they mentioned that it's probably better than bottled water that comes out of our tap. And the reason being that the sources of water are not underground water, they're surface water that comes from the, ice cap or snow caps of the Sierras and the rivers, Colorado River and Fort Meade. And they're less susceptible to some of the emerging contaminants that other underground water experience. So that was very good news. And we also talk about other issues as far as, the rates and all of that. Water is very precious commodity that we have.
Right.
And the usage of water, we have two types of water, potable water and recycled water. The recycled water we use for the irrigation, and potable water is the one that we bathe and drink. And the rate for the potable water depends on the usage, how much we use. And there is tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4.
Right.
So there is allocation for each individual in the community. Every member have allocation of amount of water that daily they use. When it goes above that, then the rate keep increasing. We don't have meter for every members in the community, but we have the cluster of, the houses or, manures that we can identify if they're going over. So if the members, a cluster of houses receive and know this thing that you're going above, don't take it personal. It's somebody, using more water and increasing the rate, the usage rate for the rest of the, community. So be aware of that. See that as a very positive thing rather than negative when you receive the letter. Talk among yourselves within that cluster and see how we are going to be able to conserve more water. As I said, that's the most precious commodity that we have, and we have to make sure that we use the water wisely. On the irrigation side, there are some changes that came about for the recycled water.
Yeah.
And the gate 5 and 9, last year they had the new recycle lines for the recycled water, and work started installing the recycled water at the meter and piping for those. And Also, piping has been installed for 4 recycled water meter in Gate 5, waiting for the Orange County Health Department test to continue. Also, recycled water meter expected to be installed in Gate 9 toward the end of the year. And also, during our discussion with Del Toro Water, the Gate 11 recycled water under serious consideration that they bring the recycled water for irrigation to Gate 11. Because Gate 11 and 14 are the one that is still using potable water for irrigation. And they seriously discussing 11, 14, it's kind of not possible because it's elevation.
Yes, yeah.
They need pumping and all of that. So, you know, I still encourage them to see if they can, what they can do.
Right.
They said they're always thinking about, you know, possibility of
sure.
you know, doing things. Another thing that they came out of the discussion, and I want to present that to our member, was about the incentive plans that they have. They have 2 incentive plans, and they send us some information on that. Members can go online in El Toro Water and look at them. One is for the high efficiency clothes washer. It's up to $200 rebate if you buy one of those and install them, and about up to $100 for the low flow toilets. I have those information in our next committee meeting. We're going to discuss that if we're going to, you know, VMS going to get involved with, you know, this program directly and use it as a chargeable for the members. And if they do, and if it's plausible that we can do that, then we're going to talk to our, you know, members about how they do. But if they're going to do it in short term right now, they better get online with El Toro Water and get all the information, get the right, you know, pieces of the equipment that they identifying and get the rebates. That's pretty good chunk of rebates.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Now, the other one of the other things you want to talk about is irrigation modifications, and this is something that you're looking at, of course, having systems that monitor all this and really are very cognizant of where water is needed and not needed, and can be fully automated and computerized.
Correct. Actually, VMS right now looking to hire an expert for the large scale integrated irrigation system, and that will look to improve the and upgrade the current system in order to be able to manage our irrigation with the electronic and, you know, monitoring system, that we can do a better job not wasting water. Even recycled water is getting expensive, so we have to monitor that. So as soon as VMS hire the expert and get the information back, then the goal is to, for the following year, pretty much going to take about probably 9 months to a year to do all of the investigation and the studies and all of that. And after that, then we're going to move forward with this new system, whatever their recommendations are.
Okay. All right, very good. Now, of course, third amongst everyone else has, and of course, El Toro Water District, just educating people what they can do around the house.
Yeah. Well, you know, there is a lot of educational material that El Toro Water will share that with us. They do usually come here and discuss, you know, with the members. They have been on TV here before, and during our discussion, I asked them if they're, you know, willing to come more with some educational material and educate our members about the water usage and conservation and all of that. They're willing to do that, so we're going to work together and come up with the materials, and we're going to do it through our communication department, either through TV or, you know, written material or in the paper, and communicate those information to our, you know, to our members. But before that, you know, while we're working on that, there are steps that every member can take to conserve water and use the water wisely. I mean, if we're brushing our teeth, I mean, that might be a little thing.
Right.
But 20,000 people brushing their teeth in the morning and shutting the valve while they're brushing, not letting the water run. Every drop counts. It's like every penny counts. Every drop of water counts. These are precious things that we have. So please be cognizant when you using the water for bathing, for washing, for whatever purposes that you use in it. If you have around your manure, you have flower pots and things like that that uses a lot of water. Those water that you do hand water, they're potable water. So that increases the usage of water. You can talk to our landscaping department, see there are other type of plants and flowers that you can use that use less water, and they will very well help you to or change your scenery a little bit in order to conserve more water.
Right.
So it takes the whole village to conserve water.
Right,
Put
it does.
That way.
All right, very good. Anything else you want to add? Or I know you guys meet, is it every month or every 2 months?
The subcommittee meet every quarter. Our next meeting is October 9th.
Okay.
And I said all of these that I talked is on the agenda. And the people, it's open meeting. Members are welcome to join us and give us their wisdom, because we collectively can do this much better.
All right, very good. Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Ken. I appreciate it.
We'll see you again, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Saddleback Medical Center, we are a magnet designated facility, which means that we're in the top 8% of hospitals across the nation that are recognized for high quality patient outcomes and nursing excellence. And what that means is that we have nurses that are highly engaged and enthusiastic about their workplace, that we have lower vacancy rates, lower turnover, and high nursing satisfaction scores.
Anyone who calls it a hobby doesn't understand. We know that a person's passion is what drives them. And that's why every memorial we create is a true reflection of the individual. Only a Dignity Memorial professional can celebrate a life like no other.
Find out how at dignityorangecounty.com.
Welcome back. I'm Kiana Lee. Today, we're talking to Dr. Chuck Lee of 7-Day Dental. Today's topic is teeth whitening. Doctor, what do we need to know about teeth whitening? Dad.
Oh, the whitening kit whitens teeth up to 5 shades in 10 minutes, and it's zero sensitivity.
Thank you, doctor. So come on in and get your 7-Day Dental smile.
With me today from the Concerned Citizens, we have Mora O'Neill. And I'd like to welcome you, and you're going to be talking about their meeting coming up, and this will be on October 1st, so a week from tomorrow.
Yes.
So welcome.
Thank
Great
you.
to have you here today. Now, you guys meet usually once a month, am I right?
Yes, we meet.
Okay.
Well, we have 2 meetings a month. We have a lecture on the first Tuesday in Clubhouse 7.
Okay.
And we have usually a DVD or a book report on Thursdays. It's the third Thursday, and that's in Clubhouse 1.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Clubhouse 7. Did I tell you that the Lecture
Well,
was
this
at
is a Clubhouse 7 that I
yes,
have,
the
right?
lecture
Yeah.
is at Clubhouse 7,
Okay.
and the Thursday is Clubhouse 1.
Okay. So we're talking really about what's coming up next
Yes.
week, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the one where you have a guest speaker, and so tell me about your speaker.
The guest speaker is Amir Hussein, and he is a Muslim scholar who is teaching at Loyola Marymount at present. He got his degrees from the University of Toronto and is now teaching. And he is going to be speaking on Muslims in America.
Okay.
And Concerned Citizens is very concerned because there has been a lot of misinformation about Muslims in America spreading, and some even here in Laguna Woods. And so we are trying to push back against the misinformation by providing some truth about the demographic situation of Muslims in America.
Okay, so what is his background? I mean, you told me theological studies of Loyola Marymount,
Yes.
but other things as well?
Well, his PhD is in Islamic studies.
Okay.
He is a Muslim, he was born in Pakistan, but at 4 years of age moved to Toronto, Canada.
Okay.
His family moved, and he grew up there, and that's where his degree is from. PhD in Islamic studies.
Okay.
He used to teach at Cal State Northridge, and now he's teaching in Los Angeles at Loyola Marymount.
Okay.
I belonged to the American Academy of Religion when I was working, and that's where I met him, so we were colleagues there, and I know that he is, he's a writer, and he's written several books, two of which I use. One is Oil and Water, which explains Islam in a very, very simple, easy way, and the other book is Muslims in America, which is going to be the basis of the talk this coming to the 1st.
Okay.
Muslims in America.
And then there's another book, A Concise Introduction to
Yes.
World Religions.
Yes, and that's a general a book on all religions. And Amir and my work, his work and my work, has been done in interreligious dialogue, mainly. That is, religions talking to one another for the promotion of peace, we hope.
Okay.
And this book is predominantly used in classrooms to explain the nature and beliefs of religions of the world.
Okay, and that's a book that you helped work on?
No, I didn't help work on that one.
Okay.
I have my own
I
books
see.
that I
Okay.
worked on, yes.
All right. So again, this is going to be next Tuesday,
Yes.
not tomorrow.
No.
A week from tomorrow,
Yes.
on October 1st, Clubhouse 7.
At 7
And-
o'clock.
And at 7, people can arrive at 6:30.
Yes.
And this is the one, again, you do the first Tuesday of every month.
Yes.
And have a guest speaker.
Yes, yes.
Are these, I want to ask, this is open to everyone besides just concerned
Yes, it
citizens?
is. What we do is we ask visitors to pay $3 to
Okay.
contribute to refreshments and the club.
Okay, very good. And if people want more information, you folks do have a website as well, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, and they can just look up Concerned Citizens of Laguna Woods
Right.
and go from there.
Yes.
As far as this meeting goes, do people need to RSVP or anything? Or
No,
just
no,
show up? Okay.
show up, yes. There are
All right.
ample seats for everybody. And I'm hoping that people show up for it because it really is disturbing for us to hear of other people who have given lectures which are rather anti-Islam. And that has happened, and I've noticed it here in Laguna Woods.
Okay.
And so it's a lot of misinformation going, and it plays on fear of people. So if people have questions or are worried,
Right.
please come and hear Amir speak, because he will definitely give you a different view.
All right, very good. I think you bring up a good point. People have questions.
Yes.
No matter what your views are, this would be a good meeting to attend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on today. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And again, folks, this is next Tuesday. That would be October 1st. Clubhouse 7 at 7 o'clock. You are certainly welcome to be there at 6:30. And members are free, and visitors are $3. How much, by the way, before I forget, Concerned Citizens a year, somebody wants to join?
$25.
Okay, all right. So they could join then, too.
Absolutely,
All right,
yes.
Very good.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ken.
We'll be right back.
I'm Dr. Ray Floberg, and I want to welcome you to our brand new facility here in Laguna Woods. We've been serving the community since 2006, and we're super excited.
Living and learning in Laguna Woods Village is a unique experience. For over 40 years, the Emeritus Institute has provided tuition-free college classes within your community. Join us to experience expert faculty, quality academics, and to make new friends through the Emeritus Institute. New classes start every semester, and you can join nearly any time. Visit our office at Clubhouse 4 or anytime at saddleback.edu/emeritus. Learn, live, and thrive with the Emeritus Institute.
Do you know how secure your money and personal information will be on your next real estate transaction? Escrow Options Group is the only escrow company trained by the FBI on fraud. We also carry cyber fraud protection and have received the largest industry security measure, the SSAE certification. Ask your real estate professional to open escrow with Escrow Options Group to ensure the protection of your funds and personal information on your real estate transaction.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they are part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
Hi, it's Desiree from Irvine Subaru, where families come first. As a family-ran dealership, your family's safety is our #1 priority. Come in and find the perfect Subaru from the largest selection of Subarus in Orange County. All models are top safety picks by the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety. We offer the ideal balance of safety, performance, and economy. Irvine Subaru, more Subarus, more safety, more performance, more love.
I just love that ring. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the jewelry box. I saw it on Facebook, and then I went in and bought it. They have the most unique, awesome pre-owned pieces for amazing prices.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest, voted best jewelry store in Orange County for 8 straight years, offering unmatched prices on fine jewelry and watches, refurbished to new condition.
Visit us in our store or shop our website for just arrived items.
The Jewelry Box, it's about trust.
Welcome back. I'm Kiana Lee. Today we're talking to Dr. Chuck Lee of 7-Day Dental. Today's topic is emergency dental care. Doctor, what do we need to know about emergency dental care?
At 7-Day Dental, we are open 7 days a week, 365 days a year for your dental needs.
Thank you, Doctor. So come on in and get your 7-Day Dental smile.
Welcome back, and with me today from 7-Day Dental are Doctors Christine Chung and Chuck Lee. And today our discussion is about laser dentistry, right? Welcome.
Laser, yeah, it's
great to have you both here today. I was looking over some of the stuff that you sent to me, and I was going, I never heard of that or that or that. Well, that's why you're here today. So thank you very much. And the thing about, people hear laser dentistry, and lasers nowadays are used for everything, right? For general medical procedures, for your eyes, all kinds of different things. So how does that work in dentistry? Because I know even you've talked to me in the past about using a laser to get deep cleaning or to repair gums. And is this what we're talking about today, or something a little bit more than that?
Well, we're trying to let all the community know that laser dentistry has been around for a long time, and we're using it for a lot more procedures.
Okay. All right, great. And I know one of the first things we're going to talk about today is gingivitis, which is something we all hear about, but there's many other different things that a laser is used for, right?
Yeah, so when the patient walks in the office, they talk about gum disease, and they are very much aware of treatment as far as surgery.
Yeah.
And laser is a revolutionary surgical tool that has been used the last 25 years in dentistry. and it's become more and more popular because it allows the dentist to use with control where there's no very minimal post-ops pain and allow us not to damage the tissues in the mouth.
Okay.
So it's become very popular, almost pain-free, and the patients love it. So we wanted to educate the patients or the community about laser dentistry, and a lot of it is used in cosmetic as well as treating gum disease. For cosmetic, we can lift the tissue. I sent some of the pictures. I don't know if you put the slide, the tissue.
Yeah, I think we have one that if you want, we can show. They're a little bit grainy, but I'll put them up. These two here.
Yeah, so you see how if the patient has gingivitis, there's a little bit of swelling around the teeth. So we use the laser to trough it off and increase and shows more tooth structure. And
okay, go back and tell me about that. Troughing?
Troughing of the gum.
Okay, what does that mean exactly?
A little bit of incising of the gum.
Okay.
It's called granulation tissue, that tissue of the gum, if you can see that photos.
Well, also troughing is another term when we're preparing a tooth for a crown. Yeah. We will run the laser all around the tooth. Okay. And that allows the tissue to pull back a little bit and allow us to take a really nice impression of the tooth. Okay. So we can send it to the lab or make a crown for the patient. Okay.
To have a better fit of the crown to the tooth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to add what she said. So laser is a non-surgical procedure. And the laser beam, the red beam, it does a few things that's really good. Is the red light that it emits attracts the bacteria and it kills the bacteria. But the cool thing is it seals the gum, so you're not going to get much to any bleeding. Okay. And because it's very, it's non-invasive, so it doesn't cause a lot of discomfort, and the post-op is great. So patients usually don't have a lot of discomfort afterwards. Okay. And because of all those advantages, that's why laser is so popular now.
Is this something that is used for general cleaning? Are we at that point yet, or is it something that people have a little bit more serious conditions?
Yes. Yeah, we're using that for patients that have deeper pockets. Okay. And they have more tartar buildup. Because of deeper pocket, they have more buildup under their gum. Okay. And we're not, when we do that, when we do the deep cleaning, we are anesthetizing the area because of the deep clean, not because of the laser. Yeah. And then what the laser does is it goes down and it removes the bacteria, kind of push the gum out of the way a little bit, and then we're able to access and remove all the tartar from the root surfaces. Then we reapply the laser, and that seals the gum. Yeah. So we do two things: open it up, clean the bacteria, and then remove everything to make it clean, and then we run it again, and that seals. It acts like it's kind of like putting glue on it. Okay. Right? So the gum heals better, and patients we've seen great improvement in clinical when we see their gum after the use of laser. Okay.
And the cool thing is, sometimes it doesn't have to be the full mouth. It's just certain area. Certain area. After we clean it, the hygienist or the dentist say, "Oh, you have one deep pocket. I'm going to use the laser and run through it," and it's great results just for that local site, that particular site. Yeah.
Now, what about again? A few things you sent me here that I've never heard of. At least these words, frenectomy.
Yeah. So a lot of kids or adults, when they have extra muscle attachment that's too low. For example, in the front, they have a muscle attachment that creeps down near the teeth, and that's sometimes what happens. It pulls on it when you smile. It pulls on it and it opens up the teeth. Oh, okay. So
you see the spacing in between.
Yeah, that's right. So before we do ortho or afterwards, we have to move the level of the muscle up. Okay. So that's great for that.
And the laser comes in.
Yes, laser is, you're able to do it gently. And another thing is kids, they have sometimes tongue tie, where their tongue can't lift up. And because of that, they can't develop the arch, and sometimes we're able to diagnose it because we see them. We tell them lift their tongue, and they can't lift it very high, and we're able to snip it really easily.
Wow. So that's where that term comes from, tongue-tied, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Usually, a lot of time, babies, they'll know because they're unable to latch on to mom's, the nipple, so breastfeeding is very tough. And it's frustrating for the baby if they have tongue tie. But sometimes it's like gray area, like it's not that bad, but bad, where not bad for feeding wise, but it's could be improved if we snip it, because the tongue needs to develop the arch.
Right.
So if the tongue is tied, it's not going to do what it's supposed to do.
Okay, another one that you sent, herpetic lesions. And what is that?
People have herpes around their lips. So when they start feeling that, we use a laser to try to go through and before the lesion even break out.
Okay.
Yeah.
This would be like on the gums or something?
No.
Sometime on
or
the
a
lips.
cold sore? Or,
yeah.
Okay.
What we do is, one of the things that happens when we have a herpetic lesion is it's very painful. So what we do with the laser is we don't even touch it. So the lesions here, we are at about 2 to 3 millimeter away from the lesion, and we keep firing it until the patient say, I have no more discomfort.
Oh, okay.
And it just kind of numbs it up, or per se, and the patient will, afterward, the patient will say, I have no more pain. And so we're removing the pain, and also that will allow the herpetic lesion to heal a little faster.
Okay. Oh, wow, so much you can do. Now the other one, ulcers.
Yes, so that's aphthous ulcer, similar. One is herpetic, one's aphthous ulcer, but both of them, they're the same mechanism and similar mechanism, and we treat it similarly.
Okay, how does someone know if they have that? Is that, especially the herpetic lesions, is that something, people who may have, people call them cold sores, that may come back and back and back over their lifetime.
Yes.
Is that something with this that could come back just because it is a type of a virus that may never go away?
Yeah.
It takes a few days, like 5 or sometimes 2 weeks, and the pain sometimes could be very traumatic. So they come in and we'll say, if you would like to, we just do a little laser treatment.
Okay.
It takes 5-10 minutes, at the most, and the pain relieved constantly.
Okay. And as far as your hygienists, people go in there, they get their teeth cleaned and all. And does the hygienist do a lot of this?
Yes. So not everyone is trained. So as dentists or hygienists, we have to go through the class for a certain amount of numbers of hours to be trained to use the laser, and it's very safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as far as the treatment needed for that, is it something that once the treatment is done, like for the gums and all, like you said, the deep cleaning of the pockets and all that, if they maintain their healthy teeth, and do they need to have that done again? Does that come back, or is that the advantage of the laser that it really kind of seals things off for?
So that's a tough. It's a good question, but tough. A lot of times is if the patient has had deep cleaning and they've had laser and they come on a recall, more frequent recall, like every 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to need it again.
Okay.
However, having said that, we go through stress and all that. So sometimes, patients or even dental students, they'll go through a period of high intensity stress, finals, and they just, even though they don't not brushing well, they'll get a lot of inflammation, and then we may need again. But if they come regularly, I think on a shorter recall, I think the chance of needing is going to be not so much.
All right.
Yeah, I have a case. I did the gingivectomy. So for one of my nephew, after he took out his braces, he has a gummy smile. That means that he shows a lot of gums. So I used the laser and I just drop off the tissue shows more teeth, and I should have taken it before and after pictures. He is so happy, and now he smiles with teeth instead of gum. So if you have any questions, any cosmetic or gum issue that you have, don't hesitate to come on in for a free consultation.
All right,
Yeah.
very good. And of course, you guys are right over here across the way. And what's the hours over in that, over the center there?
9 to 6,
Okay.
and then if patients need to come later, we will make special arrangement.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
We're always
good.
here for you.
7 days.
7 days a week.
All right, good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll be right back.
Ernest Hemingway wrote The Old Man and the Sea at 52. Satchel Paige was still dominating batters at 59. Pablo Neruda won the Nobel Prize for Literature at 67. Celia Cruz was still winning Grammys at 77. John Wheeler illuminated our ideas of the universe at 70. Diana Nyad swam from Cuba to Florida at 64. And Roger Crouch was 56 when he first went into space. Your best is yet to come.
At LA Carpet & More, you'll find the largest selection, all at the lowest prices, every day. Now choose from dozens of top carpet and tile brands at 50% off. Or choose from our versatile waterproof wood and laminate flooring, an incredible value at 50% off. Or a complete kitchen and bath remodel in a variety of styles is now 50% off. Plus, get 5 years 0% financing. Refresh your home for less from the #1 choice, LA Carpet & More.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
Leslie Gabola is here today from Adapt to It, and today you've brought us, well, 4 different things.
Yeah.
Yes, and one of them, well, a couple of them I kind of obviously know what they are. So let's talk about, which one do you want to talk about first?
We'll talk about the biggest one first, this
Yes.
one. And this, I think I've had this on several times, but I can never say too much about it just because it's a simple, easy exercise equipment that you can take anywhere. This one actually folds, so technically you can take it with you anywhere you go. And you can use it tabletop like this, so to exercise your arms. It has a tension rod here, so you can tighten it up, make it a little bit tighter. But it's mostly a bike, like you put it in front of a wheelchair, a chair, anything, under a desk, and put your feet on here, and then just use it as a peddler. It's a transportable peddler.
That is great.
And helps with circulation. I've had some people that have to keep moving for circulatory reasons.
Right.
So it does that. It helps with edema, swelling. Gives you, if you have a desk job, you can put it under your desk, and it gives you a little bit of exercise.
That's great. And you know, Leslie invented this because she was riding her bike one day and the wheels fell off. And she goes, what am I doing? Hey, this is a great, no, I'm just kidding. But no, but I can see this is something, you know, even for anyone who maybe even has a desk job, regardless of age, putting this under the desk.
Exactly.
I could see it just kind of relaxing and relieving tension.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially if you're working on one of those tough projects and you just, can't move, but you want to move.
Yeah.
So this is a good
Very
option.
cool. All right, I'm going to put this aside.
Okay.
Just so we can see you a little bit better and the other stuff. So let me put that there. Okay, now.
Okay. So now I brought a couple of my favorite hygiene items.
Okay.
We have a ton, we have a huge area of hygiene items. And for anybody that's been in the store, they know that, and that includes all kinds of incontinence products and stuff. But a couple of the things that are overlooked And one of the things, when people are in the hospital, nobody washes their hair. And so, it's a mess. I mean, if you can't get out of bed, it's a total mess. Now, I being me, when I was a therapist, I used to go in and I used to make the mess and wash people's hair for them. These weren't invented then. And what this is, it's a shampoo cap. And it is amazing. So it has like non-rinse shampoo in it. You put it in the microwave for like 20 seconds, make it warm, and it's a cap. And you put it on, then you would go squish, 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 squish. And then you take it off, and then you towel dry it, comb the hair, and it's clean.
That's amazing.
And it smells great, and your hair dries normally. So it doesn't dry all icky and stringy. It dries beautifully. You can blow dry it.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a fabulous idea.
That's a really good idea.
You know, if you camp or
there you go. Yeah, this could be for anyone.
Really, camping or going down to help out, for the hurricanes or anything where you can't, you don't have soap and water, but you feel grungy. If you wash your hair, it really helps. So that's
a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, for camping. I don't camp, but a lot of people do.
Yeah, I love that thing.
All right.
And then the other thing along kind of the same line, this is a foaming body cleanser. And this foam, so you pump it out and it's foam and it's light and fluffy. It feels really good. It's got olive oil in it and skin conditioners. And it's non-rinse.
Now this is, again, for all the reasons you just said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's non-rinse, so you don't have to worry about it. Again, if somebody is in bed, they can't get up. You can spray it onto a little washcloth if you want, or a sponge, or just use it as it is.
Yeah, I like that idea.
And that's real easy.
Very good. Now we're going to move on to, I know that Leslie and all her plethora of canes. She always has different ones and different little things that can go on them. And this one that looks like it's got a kind of a Mardi Gras thing going on.
Yeah, exactly. And we have like probably 10 or 12 of these in the store, not this exact pattern. We have different patterns, different colors.
Right, yeah.
So you can come pick what you like. And I like a couple things about this. Number one is the base, so it has a little bit of a bigger...
Yeah, and you've talked about this before,
stability, right?
Yeah.
And then the other thing is it's pretty, but it has a couple of things on it. This is a holder for your cell phone, keys, a little bit of money, whatever you need. And then this is a light, and it actually works. I don't know if it works to turn it on here, but you can shine it anywhere. And it moves, so you can always have your light with you.
That's a great little holder, yeah.
Because one of the things that I've noticed, and the holder will go, and this one will go on anything that has like tubing on it.
Oh,
so
yeah, you can use it on
walker.
a bike or whatever. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Because one of the things that I've noticed walking through, and it's coming up again, especially in winter, around 4 o'clock, walking through Laguna Woods, there are not a lot of lights.
Yes.
Yes,
we know that.
It's very poorly lit. So having a little bit of extra light that you can take with you and even have on your mobility equipment to light your way, it's going to prevent falls.
I like that. Yeah, that's a great, and again, the light, you can use that for so many different things.
Exactly, and it moves so you can do
if you have a
whatever.
Walker, if you're just a bicyclist and you don't want to have a permanent light on there, nowadays with LED lights, that's going to last for hours off a single battery. So.
Exactly. You don't have to worry about
that. And I have to mention something. I've said this. You taught me this a long time ago. There's so many people who walk around, click.
Yeah, you can undo it and try. Yeah.
And it's very annoying. All you got to do is tighten this little ring up, and there you go.
That's it.
You taught me that because I asked, why do these? This was years ago. Why do these canes always make these noises? Because people don't.
Yeah, it's the magic ring.
It's a very simple thing to do.
And then, so we have the large bases, and then we have canes.
Yeah.
These are like canes that are already put together. But if you have a special cane at home that you like, but you need a tip on it, or something that has a little bit of a broader base, we have them separately.
Yeah,
so
you've got all kinds, as a matter of fact.
And then actually I brought a little mini one.
Yeah.
And it does the same thing, it's just a little bit of a smaller base. So if you need just a little bit of help, you can use the little tip.
And what you can see on this one, there's just a little bit of a give here. So when you go to put this down, you've got that a little bit of stability.
Right.
This one's a little stiffer, but
Right.
still,
Right.
you know, the same thing. Much
Right.
better than not having one.
Exactly.
And these are all interchangeable. You can buy different. You can buy the cane you want, and then
Put the tip on it
put
that
the
you
tip
want.
on and things like that. So all
Yeah.
different kinds of stuff.
Very easy.
And canes of every kind and every color.
Every kind and every
You
color.
even have clear ones.
I do.
I'm waiting for the one that has built-in LED lights inside.
You know, somebody asked for that.
I bet you that someday or somewhere they're out there.
I'm going to have to talk to my manufacturer and see if we can get that done.
That would be kind of neat.
It would be.
Yeah. Very good. And of course, they are located right there on the corner of El Toro and Paseo de Valencia. They also have one in Newport Beach off, is it 16th or
16th in Newport.
Yeah. And if you want to go down there, you can as well. All kinds of different things, as you can see here. She's brought a variety of different ways to help you with your life. And you know, what's really nice is she knows her stuff. She's an occupational therapist. She's not just going to sell you something going, here, you need a cane, here you go. She's going to figure out in her team there which is right for you, whatever it may be. Because
right.
this is really great. Maybe this isn't right for you, and she'll tell you that.
Definitely.
Right?
I'm very honest.
Yes, you are. And she keeps her hair really clean with this shower. Sometimes
Every morning.
Sometimes in the store she'll have this on, just in case you see her with that. Good to see you.
Thank you. Great to be
Take
here
care.
always.
Bye-bye. We'll be right back.
Do you hear but not understand? I have good news for you. A proprietary system for verifying hearing correction, Verified Best Speech Clarity, is now available through the All-American Hearing Network. This means hearing improvement can now be verified and documented. Your individual hearing correction is guaranteed in writing. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot. Try AMP, the world's smallest hearing aid at an unbelievably small price, just $750. It's ready to go in one visit, comfortable to wear, and virtually invisible when worn. Yes, you can now have verified best speech clarity. Hear every word. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot, risk-free.
Well, our movie today is called The Intruder, and it's billed as a drama, horror, and mystery, and it's certainly all those things. And it's about a young married couple who buys a beautiful house on several acres. And they get in there, and they all of a sudden start to see the former owner coming back. In fact, it's kind of comical at start because he's out there mowing their lawn and all, but he refuses to let go of the property. And so there's a lot of horror and mystery in this. Good movie as we make our way into fall. Kind of a Halloween type movie in a way. Has nothing to do with Halloween, but it's got that kind of a feel to it. Dennis Quaid stars in this, and also Michael Ealy and Megan Good, and that will be today at 2 o'clock and at 6 o'clock. Then a all-time classic movie coming up on Friday, Mary Poppins, the original one that came out in 1965. We all know the story of Mary Poppins. And it's just, was it last year? Mary Poppins Returned came out. There's Dick Van Dyke as Bert, and there's Jane and Michael, and just, you know, the music, the cast. It won 5 Academy Awards. It was just a movie that in many ways really turned the Walt Disney Company into a powerhouse that it became, because it's the movie that some say funded what became Walt Disney World. It was right after this is when Walt Disney went and found the land that became Walt Disney World in Florida. So this had a lot of influence on the company. It's a long movie, 2 hours and 19 minutes, and of course it's rated G, and the wonderful music by the Sherman Brothers. That will be Friday at 2 p.m. and at 7 p.m. A couple of things I want to tell you about that's going on. The city is putting on their Memory Club, and they just had a series of these, but they're going to be continuing all the way through December. They are once a month. You are all invited to go. And the discussion topics are learn why we forget and how your memory changes over a lifespan. Really a great workshop. And they are all at 11 a.m. over at City Hall. So the next one coming up will be Thursday, September 26th. And you can see there'll be one in October, November, and December as well. They've had them in the previous months as well. So just head on over there. This will be again Thursday at 11 a.m. Also that same Thursday, a little bit later in the day at 1 o'clock over at City Hall, the Braille Institute will be there and will be giving their final seminar on low vision wellness. And this will be also September 26th, and this will be at 1 o'clock. So you can go over there for the memory, and then if you'd like to stay for the Braille Institute, you got about an hour in between. And this will be about low vision accessible technology. So maybe you're not even having a problem, but I think this will be really valuable information. So you can stay from 11 o'clock and then take a lunch and come back and enjoy this one as well. Now let's talk about the weather. And as I said, this is kind of a, almost anything you want this week. Today is pretty nice out. We have the fog out in the morning, keeping things cool. And then it'll make way to a fairly pleasant day, about 82 degrees. But as we make our way overnight tonight, at least the way it's forecast, we should start to see those offshore winds happening, those Santa Ana winds. And for this area, they're going to clock from coming down from the north and over to the east. So really, more of the Riverside County is going to be really affected by these. There's not a red flag warning as of yet. I doubt they'll be here, but it's a possibility. So Wednesday is the day, or excuse me, Tuesday we'll get those strong offshore winds. You can see the temperatures rise. And then we get into Wednesday, and we might have the winds overnight Tuesday into Wednesday, maybe Wednesday morning. But you can see how things rapidly cool off to the point of a 30% chance of rain on Friday. So a 10% chance of drizzle on Thursday, 30% of rain on Friday. All right, we're just about out of time, so we will see you tomorrow. You have a wonderful day. All right, bye-bye.